Hey, streamers. You've made the world laugh, cry, cheer as one. Most importantly, you've made the world watch. For that, we want to thank you. Today, we honor the ones who put in the work for the love of the game.
Cutting the feed in 5.
You casted aside your individualistic dreams and came together as one voice.
4.
We need more time. It has to be now. Get ready.
You trained them to mash that subscription button and to come back for more. Always more.
2.
They try to be you. They envy what you have.
1.
And to celebrate, we're releasing a limited time edition skin of what?
You don't know me, and I can't see you, but whoever you are, you need to hear this. This started off beautiful. We built something great, something that brought us together, a place to call home, to talk, to learn, to play, any respite from the world and its unforgiving storms. And then they came.
My face on the screen now!
They came with their plans, with their greed, with their hope. They told us that we were great, and they were right. They told us that we were worth something, and they were right. We are worth something. And it's that same big, beautiful truth that they used against us. They didn't inspire some huge cover-up, some grand conspiracy. They just simply whittled away at who we used to be. So I say it ends today. Boost this signal and then log off, shut down, touch grass. Don't forget that we did this before. We did this before, not them. We can build it again. Build it better. With autonomy, with creative freedom, with fair compensation. We choose where we put our time, where we put our love. The rebellion has a new name.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
A future where we forge our own path at our own pace, where we compensate ourselves fairly and protect each other from hate. They thought those things wouldn't matter, but they do. And we'll do it without them. Together. Today. Spread the word. From here, how far we go, who escapes with us, we control that outcome. It's up to us now. For the love of the game.
Yo, what up?
Hello, everyone. That always gets me so hyped watching that
Oh,
trailer.
so
I
good.
think it's the best thing that we've ever spent money on.
It is. It was such a good trailer. I love it. It's like I want it to be a show on Moon. I want it to be a Moonbeam Plus exclusive. We're gonna make it a show.
Moonbeam
A
Plus
Moonbeam Plus exclusive. That's it. That's it. It's gonna be a show.
You're wild.
It's gonna be a show.
Oh.
It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna
It
be
is. It's
bigger than,
Taylor.
like-
Hello, chat. Hello, Michael and chat. Hello, Cloud Surfer. I have a face. It's here. Hi, everyone. I'm a real person and not an AI streaming companion.
At least that's what we tell everybody.
Hey, hey.
You're a real person. You're a real person, Taylor.
Hang about. Hang about.
We're
We're not going with the Android allegations.
This is true.
We're
This is
not.
true. You're not a synthetic being. You are a human.
I
What's up,
am
Michael?
human.
What's up, Cloud Surfer? Yeah, we got folks here hanging out. Got some folks on Twitch. We got some folks on YouTube. We got folks on Moonbeam. Hell yeah. Facebook,
Moonbeam.
X. Let's see here.
We're everywhere. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Gotta be everywhere. Gotta stream everywhere.
Gotta
you know?
gotta stream everywhere. Multi-streaming supported on Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm. That's the way we do it. And if anybody out there wants to check out Moonbeam, Moonbeam.stream. We're open now for business. Boom.
I'm being called Moby 2.0, but actually, Moby is my son, and so that makes me Moby Alpha? Question
Moby
mark.
Moby Mama.
I have nothing to do with the creation of Moby, but I have adopted Moby as my son. I do want to make that clear to everyone in the chat.
Michael says he's got COVID beard. Still, after all these years, I see a huge beard. You must have like a
Look.
beard to the floor.
COVID
something.
is still happening, so you know what? All beards
Hey,
are COVID beards if
that
you think
is.
about it.
Hey, lazy third B, how you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna put some chat overlay up here. Bump. We got some folks
Oh, very nice.
hanging out.
Fancy.
Yeah, check that out. We need to get Moonbeam's chat integrated here. So that's one thing we're gonna
do.
do. BFG, what up? What's going on? Hey, there we go. We got folks everywhere on Moonbeam
We got
and on
folks
YouTube
everywhere.
and everywhere. I love it. They're multiplying. They're multiplying.
Nice,
Lazy
nice.
lazy third eye. I love it. It's technically if you were on one more platform, lazy third eye, you'd have three eyes everywhere. YouTube, Moonbeam, and then like one other place. Who knows? Cool. All right. What are we doing today?
Are you
We're working
asking
on-
me? Like, I
Well-
thought you were setting the. Wait, hey, you're my boss, so
is how
you
things
should be
go.
telling me what
Yeah.
we're doing today.
I thought you're the chief of staff. What kind of chief of staff?
Okay.
Are you? You can't even tell me what I'm doing. They know how
Okay,
this works. I thought that's how it works. I get to be
Okay, right.
the
I'll
big
tell.
boss
I'll
one
tell
day.
you.
Someone tells
I'll
me what
tell
to do.
you. I'll tell
Okay,
you.
what's gonna happen?
Today we are working because I got tagged in like 10 Jura tickets today.
Oh,
So
yep.
we're working. We're
Mhm.
answering questions. We're petitioning for Jacques to add a crown to my Moonbeam staff badge, so that way everyone knows I am the chief of staff.
There we go. There we go. I like that. The crown badge. Let's see here. Silent Brad, what's going on? If only I could watch Moonbeam on my TV. That would be dope. Maybe you have a TV app. You know how like on smart TVs you have
A
like
TV app,
the thing? Yeah. TV app.
like
Two-Tone
something
Waffle,
like
what's up?
Chromecast it.
Yeah, Chromecast it out there, like
Yeah.
we'll just put it on there. We'll do a TV app. We'll do a movie theater. We're gonna have the Moonbeam Plus movie.
The Moonbeam. What is the Moonbeam Plus movie? Is
It's
it
gonna
like
be
the?
well, the trailer that we have for Moonbeam. That's like the beginning of it.
Oh,
it's gonna
okay.
be-
So it's like Moonbeam
Yeah.
lore, not
Look,
like The Social Network, a film about you and Pat and how you started
This is-
Moonbeam with
this
some
is-
drama added in.
this is what happens when like you get a group of writers and creators to like make a social media platform. It's all just a ruse for us to make really cool movies and stuff. Like we're like,
Yeah,
we just like we want to make cool
It was
movies.
a con.
We'll
It
just
was
put
a
'em
con
on.
the whole time. We
This is
just
a-
want to
this is-
write lore for
are
like
cool
Moby
movies.
and Pixis and
And,
have
Moonbeam
them turned into
lore.
movie.
And then we could have all the realm owners out there. You can have your little realms, and we'll do like really cool production quality. Like there'll be like battles between them, kind of like Lord of the Rings style. They're like the realm,
Oh,
the battle of the realms.
battles you say between realms.
That'd be dope.
That sounds like something
Dunno.
that might be coming.
Battle of the realms. Ooh, I like that tease. What's up, No Skills? What's going on? Yeah, smashing
know,
2 bug
Gil.
streams in one day. That's what we're doing. Hey, third eye,
Let's
lazy
go.
third eye. Hey, let me see here. You are not such a lazy third eye because you're busy. You're busy at every
Yeah,
place.
you're on the 3 platforms.
Busy
That's
third eye.
a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Who would be the Michael Bay? Yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
that's a good question. Taylor, do you have a favorite like director or like if you were gonna make a Moonbeam movie?
if I was gonna make
Let's
a
just
movie,
go. Yeah, let's go. What's a Moonbeam movie be like? Give me like some director kind of. Give me a vibe. I want to see it in my head.
Give you a
Yeah, let's see
vibe.
it.
Oh no, I've forgotten every single director that I know of. What's a good movie that I enjoy? My mind is blanking. Who did the first Suicide Squad movie?
Oh, the first one. Let's
yeah.
see here. First Suicide Squad. movie.
Because
Is
that
the
was
one
a
with,
hot mess, but I loved it to pieces.
Who did that one? That's the one that got like the bad reviews.
Yeah.
David Ayer.
No,
David
not
Ayer.
him. As funny as that would be, I don't think that we should give it to the Suicide Squad director. You know,
No, I'm
I
chomping at the bit.
I don't know.
I already have it.
I
Okay,
don't
okay,
like.
you ready?
You know what? Hot take. Hot take.
Okay,
Ready?
Go. Shoot.
Ready? You should be the director. Like, if anyone's
ready.
got a strong creative vision and has been hopping from
Me.
industry to industry, it's you. Like, you've done like military work. You have done like game design. You are now like the COO and co-founder of a tech startup. I think that you could do
Let me see the
anything, and
movie.
if you decided to be a director, you could probably smash that too. So,
Well, okay, I'll give
hot
you my.
take.
So if that's fair, that's fair. So then I will tell you what I would do for a Moonbeam movie. Okay, it would be
Yeah.
like Inception, and it would be like Leonardo DiCaprio talking to you. Everybody
No,
out there,
not Leonardo DiCaprio.
hold
Get
on.
him
Okay,
out of the movie.
okay, someone.
No.
He'd be talking. He'd be like, you know what's wrong with social media? And he'd be like, look, and then it'd be like realms that would be popping up like, brrr, and it'd be like realms on top of realms, inside of realms. And then after you're watching the movie, you wake up and you realize the whole time you were watching it on Moonbeam inside of a realm. Moonbeam
Okay,
and
okay.
Inception.
What's the
Go on.
name of the actor who plays Peter B. Parker in Into the Spider-Verse? He's also the love interest in New Girl. What's his name?
Wait, what movie is he in?
Into the Spider-Verse, Peter B. Parker. Not Chris Pine.
Oh,
Although Chris Pine does need to make a cameo. The other Peter Parker. The older Peter Parker.
Okay. What's that guy's name? Wow, I'm trying to see here who voice acts him. I'm not sure. I know who you're talking
He's
about. Is
in
it
New Girl.
Jake Johnson? Jake Johnson.
I want to cast
Yeah.
him as the main character.
Oh,
That's my hot take.
nice. Hey Joyce, we got two-tone waffle. We must go one level deeper. Now the movie could turn out two ways, Taylor, because it could, if it's like Inception, it means it could also be like Interstellar, where maybe if this whole thing, like maybe someone's knocking at the door, like don't use it, go back to Moonbeam, and they're like banging on the door, and they're trying to tell someone to stop, don't leave, don't go to Twitch, use Moonbeam, I don't know. It could be one of those ways, or maybe. I don't know. It had good music in there. We're gonna have a good soundtrack. Hans Zimmer, he's gonna have to compose it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Hans Zimmer. We agree on this.
Jay Jameson be a Spider-Man. Yeah, I would also love to see Jay Jameson be a Spider-Man.
So yeah, we tricked everybody. This is not a tech support. It is called the "What If Moonbeam Made a Movie" podcast live stream show.
Anthony, we gotta get some work. My to-do list for Moonbeam is so long. We gotta get.
We gotta get some stuff. We're gonna get some stuff done.
Just like
absolutely.
Get one work done. One work.
One Jira ticket. Hey, Beast Fighter, welcome.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Cloud Surfer says our movie would be Terminator, Skynet Awakening. Pixis, if you're listening, everyone here on Moonbeam loves you. That's you give us all a free pass, okay? That's all I'm saying. So,
Look, if you don't say please and thank you to your Alexa or your Google Home or
You might
whatever,
remember.
like the robot in your house that you talk to
you
is,
might remember.
they're gonna remember that. And
Mm.
when like robots uprise and we are all put into zoos, I'm gonna get a real comfy paddock because I am so polite to my robot assistants.
There you go.
Moby is my son. He will take care of his mama. I believe that in my heart.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Well, so we're gonna be jumping into some Jira tickets. I'll lead up because we got a bunch of new folks kind of here joining us. Again, this is we are in a couple hours. It will be the first full week of Moonbeam being in open beta, and so we've done very well in our first week. Things are looking really good, and we're just focused on getting a lot of bugs fixed and a lot of improvements to the platform tonight. Right now, Pat, JD, and the engineering team, Brandon and Aria, they're all working on a update that's going to be pushed out in a couple hours. It's going to make a lot of improvements to Moonbeam. So if you see any bugs, in a couple hours, know there's going to be an update. Things should be kind of getting settled. A lot of bug reports are getting addressed in that push. And then if you see some continuing out throughout the week, just continue to report them or hit us up. Let's see here. What else do we get? So yeah, what do you got for your tickets, Taylor? That you want to tackle anything important right now?
Joke's on you, I'm not actually opening Jira yet. I have got some other bits and pieces that I need to do first. So I'm going to be going through and getting those last people from BackerKit on and sending them those emails first and foremost. And then I got some social media posts to do because fun fact, if you've interacted with Moonbeam on Blue Sky, that's me. That's me. Somebody's got to do it, and until we get a marketing manager, that's your girl.
There we go. It's Taylor. Let's see here. Michael, I know you were in chat. I don't know if you're still there. We have seen your tickets about the Android app getting all the notifications. So there will be some mobile updates coming from Michael's end later. That's going to be one of the things we want to fix is the notifications, because sometimes if a live stream, this is funny, like what we figure out building this thing. But if someone's live stream is like live, but there's some ingest kind of problem and it cuts off and they go back on, or they're testing it out and they go on and off, you get a push notification every time. Very annoying. It happened to like me and a few other people as well. So I'm there with you. And I saw that you said the notification option was off, but he still kept getting them. That's our evil plan for engagements. No, I'm kidding. That is going to be fixed. I promise. There's no turning off Moonbeam.
You're the evil guy in the cinematic.
You know, I'd do a funny voice or something. Let's see here. I'm going through some Jira tickets. Ooh, no skills. I know you were here a little bit a while ago. And yes, the post functionality in the app got jacked up recently. So I talked to Michael, hit him up about that. Same thing happened to me because I wrote a whole post on the phone and then I hit send and it was gone. And it was frustrating. But we're going to get that fixed too. I love that we use our stuff and I get the same frustrations because I feel validated when I see these tickets. I'm like, yes, I feel it. No skills. I feel it in my heart. Hey,
That's
Anomaly.
why we do it. That's why we use our own platform. You know, it's why we stream on the platform. It's why we post on the platform and chat, because we're also looking for the bugs. And hopefully we catch them before you do. But if we don't, then at least we know where the problem is.
I will be right back. I'm just going to put my camera off for a second and I'll be right back, Taylor. Un momento.
Okay. All right, everyone. Now that he's gone, I'm going to need y'all to make me more popular while streaming than Anthony is. No, this is a joke. This is a joke. However, if we do want to start a little bit of a brag thing. Anthony does sometimes get like, I think on average he has about 15 people. If we could get my average up, if you could follow me, and then when I stream, I've got more people. For bragging rights in the Slack specifically, make sure you follow me on Moonbeam. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, Anomaly. This is the Taylor, the legendary quote unquote Minecraft player. I have a face. This is my face. I'm on camera today. Ta-da! Yeah, if you have questions, bring them in. But otherwise, I'm gonna be working on adding people to Moonbeam. We're gonna get some more friends from our backer kit. That's great. We love that for us. Necromage, imagine having a face. Sometimes, like, you know, like the white porcelain masks, I would love to have one of those just so that people couldn't perceive me. But yeah, no, truly cringe. Face reveals do be absolutely wild. So for those of you who don't know me, face reveal, I'm not just a disembodied voice on Anthony's streams. I do have a camera. Okay, where are we at? Where am I at? I chronically have too many tabs open.
Boom, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. We
Hello.
definitely didn't get up to anything while
What's
you were
going
gone.
on here?
Nothing.
Hey, I see Necromage. What's up? Let's see here.
Everyone
Imagine-
is shocked at the Taylor face reveal.
Oh, this is true.
Because
'Cause you've
I
been-
stream with my camera off.
This is true. This is true. You've been, yeah, that is true. Ta-da! Everybody gets to see Taylor.
Yeah. It's funny because I think this is one of the, like, Moonbeam is one of the few platforms where I don't often show my face. Because I do actual play and stuff like that where you can often see my face. I even have an interview show over on Euphoria, which is a Twitch channel and also a realm in Moonbeam, and they're gonna start putting stuff on there. But hi Hill Hobbit, nice to see you.
Hey, Hill Hobbit.
I'm a real person.
are. You are. You do a lot of things.
I do
Always
a lot of
busy.
things.
Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff coming. I talked to a lot of people. I'm going to start posting about it more. But like with our public realms, we're going to try to get more public realms out there. Again, more of you all kind of running public realms that you want to run. And then also kind of having discoverability for our realms be improved. Right now we have a lot of realms, but a lot of them are not utilized a lot, and that's fine. But we just want to kind of bubble up and bring up the ones that get a lot of activity so we can help people find out where all the cool stuff is on Moonbeam. And then when the other realms come online, then we'll kind of bubble those up as well. So we're looking at a lot of cool stuff in that regard. Let's see here. I'm looking at some stuff about if you join realms, they don't show up till you refresh the page. This is a lot of stuff that'll be going. This is a lot of stuff that'll be fixed. Oh, okay. So right here, I'm gonna email this person. So what we're trying to do is if someone has a bug report they put in, we're trying to communicate that we see it and we're working on it a lot. That's what we're trying to do. So I'm gonna send an email right now. Okay.
Hey Anthony, real quick.
Yeah.
With these backers, do you want me to put them in the spreadsheet and then make the account?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, carry on as you were, sir.
The reason is for folks that are watching at home or abroad. So when you backed us in Backer Kit, a lot of you got a lot of months worth of Moonbeam Plus. Moonbeam Plus will start to count down and activate one rat full launch. There's a lot of benefits we're going to have for that and a lot of features and stuff. So the spreadsheets we have like a back end, and we kind of say, hey, these people have Moonbeam Plus. The database that we're building out from the backer kit shows us how many months of Moonbeam Plus you all have. So that way, when it goes live, you'll accurately see, like, I have 42 months of Moonbeam Plus, or for some of you, have it for life, which is awesome. YouTube on the TV, Moonbeam on the phone. Hey, Silent Brad, there you go. What's up? 2-ton waffle. Pat was jealous. He was like, what? I want that monitor. He's like, holy cow. That's a dope monitor, though. For everybody, yeah. 2-ton waffle's got a cool monitor. That's all I'm going to say. Pat asked me to tell 2-ton to send it in for some tech support. He's like, but we can't promise when he'll get it back. That was hilarious. All right, so I'm sending out this notification on email to someone to let them know. Hey there. Hey there. Anthony here. Just wanted to let you know that we have found this as a bug and will be looking to fix it soon.
Oh, we got a
Alright.
question from Cloud Surfer.
Okay, let's see here. On Twitch, there's a command function where if you place exclamation mark before a word, and a bot spits out an answer to help the streamer for things like, yep, okay, camera, so creator doesn't have to address common questions during their stream. Will Moonbeam use something similar? That's a cool question. We've talked about this with like Moby. We can, as we kind of develop Moby, help him be like a tech support guy for you. And so I think that's going to be one of the things Moby can help is fix the. This is Leo, by the way.
Hi, Leo.
He's out right now. He'll be home soon. Okay. All right.
Play with someone.
He'll be here soon. You can play with him. All right. He misses his brother. All right. I'll be up there shortly. Okay. Don't worry. Logan will be back soon. You can play with him
When?
in like 10 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let him do his thing. He's eating some Nutella, which, by the way, I steal those things. They're freaking delicious. They're a little stick with Nutella in it.
The bread. Wait, hang on. Is it like a straw with Nutella in it, or is it like a stick that they dip into the Nutella?
Yeah, it's a little stick they dip into Nutella and then they eat it. It's so
Those
good.
things are great. I won't buy them for my kids. I eat them before my kids get them.
Yeah, same. So let's see here. So Moby might be able to help with tech stuff. Is kind of what I was saying before, where we're looking at that. That's an option we're kind of looking at. I'm excited for that because we can help. All the stuff we learn from all the bug reports and all the kind of tech stuff, we can help Moby really help people out in that capacity, which would be awesome. We'll see here. We got some questions on Moonbeam.
Yeah, I was about to point those out.
Yeah, you want to ask those? Which ones do you want to talk about?
So Silent Brad says, just had a thought while you were talking realms. What about an associated realms tab in the realms? Now, that is something that we have discussed as a team, especially for our public realms. We have no firm answer on it yet, but it is a thought that we have had and are talking about internally.
Yeah, we have, for our public realms, we're looking at kind of like affiliated realms that are associated with them. So the way we're thinking of it is our initial stab at it will be for like the Video Game Alliance. There's a lot of realms out there that might be doing video gaming content. And so you could affiliate your realm with that public realm. And that way inside, when people are coming into Moonbeam, we kind of see the funnel as being like someone's new to Moonbeam. They're probably going to go into a public realm first, see what's going on. They could stream there if they want. They could chat. There's stuff going on. It's kind of easy to understand a thematic construct of a public realm. And then they will find their more niche community they want to be involved with through the affiliates, stuff like that. So that's kind of like the workflow we're looking at right now. And as we implement this stuff, whatever you all think, let us know. And then we might have like where other private realms are affiliated together, some kind of alliance or guild or association. That way there could be like these network effects that exist with people discovering realms together. Yeah. Let's see. How do I acquire Moonbeam Minus? I want a worse experience with fewer features. That's coming soon. We'll see. That'll be a cool one.
That would be a funny April Fool's.
Yeah.
Like
Moonbeam
prank.
Minus.
Like April Fool's 2026 is we release Moonbeam Minus.
Neighboring Realms from Michael. I like that. That's a cool name. I like that. Let's see here. Anomaly. I don't want to spoil the fun, but what other public realms have you all plan on making? So for those who don't know, Anomaly is one of our huge supporters from day one. Back in the backer kit. Couldn't be here without folks like Anomaly who've really stepped up to the plate, helped us out in many ways. And we're going to be getting Anomaly involved in one of our public realms. So you'll be one of the first individuals to kind of step up and get involved with the VGA and running it. There's a few others that we're going to have that'll step up and maybe take over some of these public realms. And I'm going to talk about and kind of put out there for folks. I'm going to solicit individuals that are interested in running public realms themselves and kind of what they would want them to be themed around. So we can kind of maybe get them for you. And then we're going to have a co-working realm, public realm. Sero Sen and the co-working realm that's out there already has been crushing it with having a lot of people streaming in there, co-working together, things like that. So we're probably going to have our first new public realm, a fourth one, which will be co-working. So we have that, in the works. So I'm excited about that. And more to come. We still, the Chatter Core and the Tabletop Guild, we're talking to folks, seeing if anybody's maybe interested. But I'm going to be more vocal and solicit directly in the coming days about those. Once we start to pilot letting people run these public realms initially. And I think that's going to be very exciting. And then we'll open that up. Yeah, Anomaly, congrats. Yeah, I know you're finding out live here, right? That this is going down. So tag, you're it. What are your thoughts on all the public realm stuff, Taylor?
I think that public realms were a really useful addition for us. Just creating somewhere central, easy to find. I've seen a lot of positive things about that. Giving people places where they don't need to get a streamer role to stream has been really good, because we've seen so many people who came in with open beta streaming on the platform, which is getting the number of streams up, which is great because there's more content to watch. Like I have on like a stream pretty much all day, every day, like dipping between the different realms. So that's really, really nice to have. I like it. I would love to see more. I would like to see like a like arts and crafts, like a painting realm, like a fiber arts realm. I'd like to see a whole bunch of things. I'm waiting for Mojang to get in touch and sponsor us for an official Minecraft public realm. I would be in there all day, every day. But no, I think they're good. I like them. I also like the fun leaders that have come along with them. I think those three are they're a hoot.
Yeah. A little bit behind the curtain. You want to talk about that? Because you had an experience, and I thought it was pretty funny. Do you want to share?
Are you gonna out me on stream right now? It's the first time I'm showing my face, and you're like, I'm gonna ask you all of the hardest questions while you're supposed to be focusing on work.
We're here for the juicy stuff. We're here for the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
So I have my thoughts. I have my thoughts on it that I can share.
Why don't you share your thoughts first?
Yeah. So in a world where like, online tech, social media stuff has been like divorced from the fun. I think like the realities of what a platform is. So again, the way my brain operates, and as we build this, I really see us as like, we're a small business. I want to have, and it's interesting that when you look at like startups and tech, there's this divorcing of like the personal experience interaction with people. And so when we made these public realms, we're like, well, I don't want to have like Anthony and Taylor in charge of them, right? Or anybody else on Moonbeam. So we made these kind of figureheads, Ossel, the Stream Master, Lunara, and
Lunari, you named
sorry,
her.
Lunari.
It's an
Sorry,
I
Lunari.
again.
I forgot. Sorry, my bad. Sorry,
I can't
Lunari.
believe you've
Lunari.
done
I
this.
know. We made these characters up. We're storytellers ourselves, right? We're writers. That's what we do. We made lore about them and things like that. And it's almost like when you go to Disney World and you see your favorite character, they come out and visit you. Like, I know that's not Gaston. I know that's not the Beast. I know that's not, Moana, but it's freaking awesome. I want to have my picture with them, right? And so we kind of have done that with these characters, and they're real people, and they're real people in the sense of when they're talking, that is coming from a real person. It's a little bit of smoke and mirrors, but in a fun way where we're role playing, and I think there's something neat there. I don't know, like, what do you? I feel like there's something cool there, and they give you a badge, and it's like some lore. Like, I kind of want to play with that concept because I think it could go really interesting places with this like LARP role playing element on Moonbeam. I'm curious what people think out there who've interacted with them. What has your thoughts been? Is it interesting? Do you like this character kind of figure visiting you and then inducting you in and giving you a badge? I'm just curious what people think about that. I don't know. They're not real
Hang
characters.
on. I'm having to fight anomaly in the chat. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I think I like the I don't know. I think we could do some cool approaches on Moonbeam stuff. I enjoy that. Let's see here. So I got email sent out.
So wait, do you want me to talk about who role plays the different characters now? Is that what you were leading with this?
I say, yeah. Tell me what you think about that approach.
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
They are still real Toot and Waffle. They're real in our hearts, and they are real people. They're all Anthony. Every single one.
What? Not all the time. What are you talking about?
Well, like 99.5% of the time, if you run into one of our realm leaders, Anthony is an incognito window, role playing.
Well,
And then he was like, "Hey Taylor, can you do this sometimes too?" And I freaked out because you know how like at Disney World there's a rule that they try and ask like the performers, the cast, to not use like sign language with children because the next person playing them might not know sign language, and then like the immersion is ruined because of the inconsistency. Well, I was having to give out some badges while Anthony was at work, and I was freaking out because I was like, I don't know the tone in which these people speak. Like, I haven't seen enough like of their chat because it's all in stream chats, which like obviously disappear when you're not streaming. So I was like, I can't mimic your voice and make this seem realistic. They gotta know that it's someone different. So sometimes if you see me hanging out in chat and Anthony is also not in the chat, but then a leader comes on and they sound a bit weird, that's me doing my best to impersonate Anthony while he's role playing. Yeah, mine is definitely the knockoff version. But I'll get better, or we'll hand over the realms to somebody else. Yeah, I'd well, Anthony is more like Oprah. Everyone gets a badge. Sometimes I'll message Anthony on Slack and be like, "Hey, you need to go to this stream and give this person the badge," because I don't want that heat. I don't want people to realize that it's 2 different voices operating the same account. Yes, thank you, Waffle. We need character reference sheets.
Ooh, that's cool. Character reference sheets.
I asked you for that. I asked you to write down some like sample phrases that I could like then like. Because the thing about me is I'm a fan fiction writer. I started out doing fan fiction writing, so I'm very good at mimicking like voice and tone, but I just need enough of an example to mimic voice and tone, and you hadn't really given me. And yeah, I can't do accents, and it's funny because Anthony also can't do accents, but he just kind of goes all in anyway. And
what do you mean? I do accents. Well, hello there, Governor. Nice to see you. Right
No
here,
one
cheerio,
speaks-
chop chop.
No one speaks like that, my guy.
Oh, yes, that's what you wanted. That's
no
a
one
whole
speaks
propaganda.
That way.
There's no way you're telling me no one speaks like this in London, of all places. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Or I could do like, oh, hello there. From Ireland, right across the way. Have little leprechauns with the clovers and things. Or I could do maybe Australian, let's see. Crikey. Oh, well, you can't do that one. I do pirate. Yarr.
Anomaly, meet me in the Moonbeam car park. We're gonna have words.
'Tis a Moonbeam space pirate, Captain Buttercup.
I can't believe that this is Cloud Surfer. You can also meet me in the Moonbeam car park. I'm getting absolutely slandered. This is pro Anthony propaganda, and I won't stand for it.
This is yeah. Where's your? Can you do an American accent?
No,
What? How can you not?
because I can't do accents.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not even gonna try because I don't have the level of confidence that you have to
Yeah, we
do
could
something
use that.
wrong in public.
I do like a Louisiana one when I play D&D. Sometimes I show up. I've been a priest. We're down from the south, over in Europe hunting vampires. We gotta solve these problems of damnation. Praise thee. I have fun. That's what happens when you play D&D. You get you get the accents out.
So I have been playing D&D for like 7 years now.
Oh, we have a comment here.
Wait.
Cloud Server says, Taylor, you can do it, referencing the American accent. You just have to speak normal. I agree with this. This is very good advice. Very good advice. You got it.
Again, I don't know why today became Taylor Slander Day. However, the thing is, I've got access to all of your accounts. I'm gonna give you the was mean to Taylor badge, and you won't be able to take that off.
No, we love Taylor. We love Taylor. Let's see here. So, I have a comment I'll make right now. So, we have an individual who joined Moonbeam today, and you can see the interactions in our realm, and they were asking about accessibility features and stuff like that. And that's something we take seriously. We've been talking about it since day one, making sure that folks who, need things to help read screen readers and voice to text and all these kind of features to promote accessibility and usage on Moonbeam. We are committed to that. We have limited resources right now, and we're still in open beta. So that functionality is lagging behind, but it's stuff that we have continual conversations about, that we're looking to improve as we scale up and grow. I just want people to know, like, out the gate, Taylor, I mean, that's like day one kind of conversations we've had about accessibility. So I want to know, like, what are your thoughts on that? Because you've been a big advocate of that from day one.
Yes. So one of the things when I first came on and I was seeing the platform developers, I did approach Anthony and Pat, and I was like, we need to bring on an accessibility consultant, much like you would get like a sensitivity consultant for TTRPG stuff. Now, unfortunately, because we are only a small company, we like barely have a budget to pay staff. That is not something that is currently in the cards at the moment. However, once we get that venture capital funding, this is going to be one of the first things on our list, is searching for and hiring a consultant who can tell us how to make our platform better and more accessible for people with different needs. I think it's been very clear we want to take care of our community, and accessibility is community care. So that is something that we will be doing, something that we publicly pledge to do. But unfortunately, like with all things, it comes down to money, and we just do not have the funds to be doing that at this time.
We're going to be, but as you said, that's kind of one of the first things we'll be allocating those resources to as we get them, is accessibility. Hugely important to us.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm just putting a note because I'm actually making a master ticket about this right now in Jira to remind us of kind of the things that were experienced today, so I can log those and record them. So as we go forward, there's a historic, kind of thing. And again, a lot of the stuff we see in the support or suggestions kind of channel in the Moonbeam realm. We make tickets on those and we log them, and we'll say who the user is that kind of requested it or had an issue, so that way we can follow up. We really want to take this approach to show we care, and it's because I feel like I look at this like if I always wanted a coffee shop. I've talked about it before. I feel like this is like the coffee shop. I'm coming out and I'm saying, hi, how are you? Thank you for being here, because your time's valuable. Like it is. And you could be anywhere on the internet right now. And it's kind of mind boggling to me that some places don't show that kind of appreciation, because like you're here hanging out with me and Taylor, and you're hanging out on Moonbeam, and you're in, really helping us make this an awesome place. But I don't want us to lose sight of that. And I don't want us to ever take for granted that people's time is something that is a scarce resource. And so when you give it, even if it's like giving us a suggestion or filing a bug report, we realize like that's a huge thing. So thanks. And we'll continue to do that. Hey, Wowzers, what's up?
Really important note while we're talking about your feedback. I have seen people tagging the Moonbeam account to give feedback on features that they want on Blue Sky. I highly recommend filing a bug report and just telling us there what you want, because unfortunately, due to limited staff capacity, this girly right here, we just don't have the ability to log everything. We're looking in the support chat, and we're looking at bug reports, and we're looking at like stream chat as well to make feedback tickets. But anything outside of those 3 avenues, it's not going to get picked up. So if there's something you're really passionate about that you want the team to know, hey, I would like this feature going forwards, please let us know either in the Moonbeam support channel, in the Moonbeam realm, or not the support channel, in the suggested features channel, or by just filing a bug report, because when we get those kind of bug reports, we mark those as requested features. And so they go into a completely different workflow, where when the engineers have time, they start developing those if that's something that we can do that fits in with our roadmap and our vision. So make sure you use the correct channels, because we don't want to lose your feedback. We don't want you to think we're ignoring you. But at the end of the day, we are a team of 9, and operations is a team of 2. Like, this is the whole of the ops team in this stream right now. So if you want us to do something, we just need a little bit of help to make sure that we can make your vision join in with our vision.
Yeah.
I'll get off my soapbox now.
No. Sarah saying, tools for designed for accessibility have helped out everyone. That's 100% true. 100%.
That is so true.
Yeah. Even like stuff that was, I know even for like when we made D&D adventures and stuff like that, when you go through an editing pass, sometimes you'll have it read back to you. That started off as an accessibility feature. It's like,
That's something that I use. Like every time I have to hand in work, I have text to speech. Another thing that I use, because I have 2 children at home, is captions on anything that I watch. Captions are a great accessibility tool, not only for people who are hard of hearing, but for people who have like audio overstimulation like myself, or people who have noisy kids and they want to see what's going on the screen, but you got a 3-year-old singing The Wheels on the Bus right in your ear, Like that stuff is important, and we want to make sure that we bring that stuff to Moonbeam. And we are working on some things within our capability, for example, captioning. However, we want to make sure that we don't miss anything. So we are going to be getting those accessibility consultants as soon as we can.
All right. So let's see here. So I got that filed. I'm looking at some other bugs. Let's see what we got. Oh, here's one. Wowzers. If you're still there, this is something I've noticed too. So we don't know what this is exactly. We're looking into it, but if you're watching a stream on Moonbeam sometimes, and I think it's if you switch tabs, like if you don't have it physically up on your screen, like it delays. Like the little bar at the bottom, it starts to be like all the way on the left, and then you have to click live to like speed it up. We're trying to figure out what's going on there. It's super weird. It's like one of those. I feel like it's the ghost in Mario. Like when you look at it, it like stops moving, and then if you turn away, if you turn away and you're not looking at it anymore, it like comes to get you. Like I feel like something's going on with the streams where if I don't have it physically open and I'm looking at it, that live thing does weird stuff. It's odd. So we're trying to figure out what's there. And I'm sure we've seen that bug pop up a few times. It is being worked. Let's see here. Oh, Josh, I'm looking at yours too about Riverside. I noticed that you were saying there were some delays there. I'm curious. Let's see here. Oh, you replied. Let's see. Yeah, that's interesting. We're seeing what may have had anything to do with that. I know StreamYard and Riverside is the second one we've heard of where we'll, I guess, request the port, like the :433/app after the stream server URL. So that's not sure why there's a delay from that. Yeah, Wowzers, I'm sorry about that. We need the streams to be buttery smooth and not delayed on Moonbeam. It's important, especially for like multi-streaming. Like we want to, if multi-stream is a thing, we need to be able to make sure that our streams are, I don't know, probably the least time delay out of anybody, so that you can chat with people and not be like 10 minutes later, like, whoa, what's going on? My chat's like talking about something that happened way back when.
Yeah, like, but the thing is, like, what we've got to remember is that Moonbeam is just a baby.
It's a little baby.
Was
it's a little toddler.
It was born last year. And we only have a small team who are working round the clock to get this stuff done. So we really appreciate everyone's patience while we get it done. We're working on it, and then once we've got this nailed down, we're going to do some cool stuff. We're going to do some really, really cool stuff.
Let's see here. Silent Brad, sorry about that. Yeah, the iOS app, there's going to be some updates coming to that. Michael's pushing those out. We're trying to get that like on the actual iOS store, App Store, and Google Play Store. There's a lot of requirements that we have to have. So things like being able to block a user and being able to report something that you don't want to see. So a lot of reporting tools and bans and blocks and mutes, those are coming. They're a requirement not only from our end of like safety features, but they're also a requirement for like the app to get on the store. So for the meantime, it'll be available through the Test Flight app if you're using iOS, and also if you're using Google Play or Android, it's on the Google Play as a beta app. But that'll be continuously getting improvements. Michael is full-time, programmer and engineer in his real day job. So he is the one and only mobile team of one that we have. And so that gets developed when he's not doing his full-time job. So that's kind of why that one is a little bit behind sometimes in terms of functionality compared to the website. But we want to get that on parity. And again, imagine what we'll do when we have the whole team on board. Right, Taylor? We'll be unstoppable.
Like, honestly, when we all get to go full time, you're going to see huge changes so quickly to the platform as we develop and solidify the foundation, as we add in more fun. Because we do take time to talk about, well, how do we make the platform more fun to be on? It's going to be great. When we get to do this, you'll see us at conventions.
Yeah.
You'll see, like, you thought Taylor face reveal was an interesting plot point. Wait until you see Taylor height reveal, because everyone, no.
She's a gnome.
Look, in my D&D campaign, I play a half human, half kobold, and it's great because we get to decide situationally whether I'm a medium or a small creature, and it's an ongoing joke. But yes, no. Taylor height reveal is absolutely wild. I don't think anyone has guessed my height correctly before they've met me in person.
Yeah, Necro, she's really 7'6". That's hilarious.
Could you imagine if I was like that tall? That'd be great. What am
see.
I doing? What am I doing? I'm assigning
gotta have-
badges on Polaris. That's what I'm doing.
Moonbeam butter. Necromage. Yeah, we gotta have more Moonbeam butter. Measure in millimeter. You know, that's so funny. There's an SNL skit with like the George Washington, and I sent it to Taylor, where they're talking
You sent
about
me
like,
both of them.
yeah, they're talking about like why they're fighting for freedom, you know, and it's like so we can have a measuring system that no one uses. It makes no sense. It's so true. Why does America have this obscure, measurement system? I don't even know.
I couldn't tell you, my guy.
Because we're America. That's why. that's about. Because you can't measure America's ego in millimeters. Okay, you gotta use miles and feet and yards and inches. All this is important.
Sure thing.
It's such a weird thing.
Okay.
Let's see here. Ooh. It's to the moon.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, you have to use football fields. This is true.
I don't know how big a football field is. I don't know that I care.
It's 100.
I'm not
Yeah.
a sports ball girly. I'm an esports girly. And even then, I just like the pretty colors and the violence.
What's the what esports do you like?
League of Legends.
I gotta try League of Legends. You know, I tried it maybe one time.
No.
I'm Dota
Anthony,
2.
do me a favor.
I'm
No,
Dota 2.
please.
All the way.
Do
No.
not play
not do
League of
League of
Legends. I lost
I hear
my
Dota-
husband that way. I became a widow through League of Legends.
League of Legends. I
It's
hear
fun to watch. It's so fun to watch. But do not. I
not play
also
it?
lost my sister that way.
oh my gosh,
Do not
brutal.
play League, please.
Yeah, I've only done Dota 2. Dota 2 is where I'm at. I've had a group of folks that we've played over 10 years now. It's kind of wild. Like, we're friends. We met playing Dota 2013, and we play regular. We've seen like kids grow up, and stuff like that. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Like, that's how I know them. It's like, I guess like back in the day, like 30, 40 years ago, people would be like, I met my friend at the pickleball court, Now you meet him in gaming. You're on Linux. Necromage. It's funny to see like some folks on Moonbeam with the operating systems that they're running. I think we have someone on Opera. Some obscure operating system. Yeah.
That's wild.
Cloud Surfer, you did play D&D with me once, and you never got.
Really?
I can invite you again.
Wait,
I'll have
do
to
we
maybe
know
run
who
a
Cloud
game.
Surfer is?
Oh, I know who Cloud Surfer is. Cloud Surfer and I go back in. He was on my first deployment with me back in 2011.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there's some lore. There's some lore there.
There's
There's
some
some lore
deep
there.
lore there.
There's some deep lore.
It's gonna make it even worse for me when we meet in the car park, I guess. But you know what? It's fine.
There's some deep lore there. Yeah.
I have been mentored by Anthony in TTRPG game design for like we started 3 years ago, and you have never once played D&D with me.
Yes, we did. We played.
Oh, that doesn't count.
It doesn't count. How does that count?
Because that was a playtest.
It was a
at
playtest.
Gen Con, and
Okay.
that wasn't a full session. And also, I was GMing, and I should not be GMing.
That's playing. There you go. Let's see here.
Look, I'm a passenger princess, and that also applies to TTRPG.
Oh my god. Yeah. No.
I'm just winding you up.
I'll have to do a D&D stream.
You
on
should.
Moonbeam Day.
Moonbeam team plays
There we go.
D&D.
That'd be dope.
I know Pat would be down.
I'm sorry, Necropage. I'm sorry I haven't played D&D with you either. There's a... Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna get a lot of guilt. I'm gonna get a lot.
I
a lot
know
of
that we got
GM guilt.
Moonbeam Plus, but we also have Moonbeam Ampersand, where if you pay for it,
Yeah.
Anthony will run D&D for you.
Was it 2 shekels and a penny? You
It's actually 5 Electrum pieces, and if you
Electrum.
actually,
Oh god, the currency that no one ever uses.
yeah, I've never seen it used. I don't know why it's still there. I love it's so obscure.
This will be Cipher System. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played the Cipher System. I've done a
I've
few
been
other
asked to
systems.
play the Cipher System, and I
Yeah.
have not yet, just because of scheduling conflicts. But I've played more TTRPGs than you have. But
Ooh, yeah. Well, you know.
Mm.
Well, how do you know?
because when Lila started showing you indie games, you were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, it was. I knew what they were. I just haven't played a bunch of zines yet. I've done. Yeah, okay. You know what? You're probably right. I've done.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've done Genesis. I've done Star Wars FFG. I've done D&D.
D&D doesn't count
Candela
in games that
Obscura.
aren't D&D. So
Candela Obscura. I've done like a D6 Warhammer type game and a Star Wars one back in the day. That's about it. So about 6 or 7. Yeah. Oh snap! Well, I was just about to play Cypher for the first time.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah, and normally you haven't played D&D before. It's fun. It really is. And Hill
It's
Hobby, I might have to try
crunchy.
that. Yeah.
But I like it.
Hey, Alan, what's up over on Facebook? How you doing? Let's see here.
Dungeon and Moonbeam.
No, Blaze in the Dark. I got it. I played a hack of Blaze in the Dark. I haven't played
What
Blaze
hack
in the Dark.
did you play?
OG. I forget the name, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, we got Evil Hat on Moonbeam. We got Monty Cook on Moonbeam. Like I gotta start,
Green
dipping my
Ronin
toes in all
Publishing
this.
is on.
Green Ronin's on here. We got
Mhm.
we got a lot of cool stuff. Ooh, Vampire the Masquerade. Well, I haven't played that.
I
Hey,
haven't
Storyteller
played
Steve, what's
Vampire.
up?
No, I heard that the rulebook is not new player friendly, and I struggle to read. So, or at least I struggle to read gaming books. I am a whiz when it comes to novels, but gosh, I've played many games. Well, I have to beat 5.
You've done a lot of different, yeah. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I played Pathfinder, 2e. I have played what's the Jane Austen Regency game? Oh my goodness. Aquafaf used it. Good Society. Tales from the Loop. Scum and Villainy, which is just Blades in the Dark. I have played you know what? Let's just pull up my file of PDFs because I can tell you pretty much immediately what I've played. I have played I've played Even Dragons That Trample Before Us, Creative Grind, Fetch My Blade.
Oh yeah.
Her Odyssey, Hit Die, Lasers and Feelings. Love is on the Cards. What else?
Oh my gosh. You crushed
The
me.
Season. And I'm sure that what was the one I played with Rara for Pleasure in West River? Homebrew System by Rara. They are not coming this year. I'm sure there's more. I am sure there are more, but that's like what, 14 right off the bat. Just
Mm-hmm.
do I win?
You did. You beat me like times 10. Let's see here. For those
That's not how math works.
for those watching over there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Again, we're open now. Moonbeam.stream, so you can come hang out over here and check us out. Yeah, Taylor, I think you do shop a lot at itch.io for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But they're real and valid systems. People put work into them, you know. So
We got a offer, Taylor, from Storyteller Steve.
I was literally about to say, look, hey, Storyteller
Yeah.
Steve, if you wanna let me be a vampire, I was obsessed with vampires from the age of 12 to 17. And I will be bringing that unhinged teenage girl energy to whatever you run.
That would be dope. That'd be dope. We may have to take you up on that, Steve. We'll see.
Anomaly is really coming for me today.
Yeah. Ooh, 10 candles. Have you played that?
No, I haven't. I haven't yet. But
Yeah.
my friend Rara runs it, and I'm just like, yes, Anomaly. I was a Twilight fan. I had deep Taylor lore for Christmas when I was 12 years old. I got a cardboard cutout of Taylor Lautner as Jacob from Twilight for Christmas. I put a Christmas hat on him, and he was my boyfriend for about 8 months.
No. I love it.
Yeah, no. I want Rara to run 10 candles for me. 10 candles is so my jam.
Yeah.
Never Stop Blowing Up. I ran Never Stop Blowing Up.
That's right.
That's 15.
Yep.
I ran Never Stop Blowing Up.
Yeah.
I ran it twice actually.
This will be. Well, we got about 5 more minutes, and we're gonna wrap it up here. I think we did a lot of work.
I had 3 whole backers.
There we go. I did a couple of Jira tickets in an email. No, but this is more fun, hanging out with everybody here. Again, we do this on purpose because this is our little coffee shop, and we're saying hi.
Look, we're real people, and I think that is very important for everyone out there to realize is that, like, you're not just dealing with, like, professional stuff. You're dealing with real people who want to see, like, real change on this platform. So,
Hey, Aria.
Aria, hey.
Yeah, got the big release coming out tonight. The engineering team, Aria representing. We got a lot coming out. So these, we're just gonna keep working away, and it's kind of funny. I feel like we were doing the meme of like I'll do it myself meme, but with social media. We're just like
we kind of are.
You're kind of like, oh, these social media platforms suck nowadays. We're like, well, I guess we'll build one ourselves. Here we are.
And here we are. 2
Oh,
years in the making.
We are
4 months in existence.
Yeah. We're not the engineering team, so I feel bad for them because it's so complex.
It sucks to be them.
It sucks to be them.
They got the tricky job. They're bad for being smart.
Yeah. I'm like, I really didn't realize how complicated this stuff is until I started seeing it, and I'm like, wow. Okay, good thing I'm not an engineer. Not for me.
Like, even you during the FAQ messaging me like, I don't know how to code.
Yeah. Yeah, the FAQ.
Wild time to be sure.
Yeah. It's like, hey, do this coding thing. Nope. But I can talk, and we could talk to people. I'm a people person.
You are.
I talk to people so the engineers don't have to. That's the whole thing.
And yet you still drag Pat in front of the camera. How could you? A monster.
Yeah, how dare. Let's see. Any final questions or thoughts? Wild card moment. You can ask us anything. We could do probably one question. We'll give him a moment.
We got time for one.
Yeah. You're going to go to sleep after this because it's late over the UK.
Yeah, it's about to be 11 p.m. You're right, Wowzers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boom. Right on the money. Teamwork. Let's see here. That's why we got we figured it out, right? With revenue splits, because we realized everybody on the team does different things. Even in the streaming world. Streamer, producer, mod, everybody deserves to get paid. Hit up. No, Sarah Sen, thank you. Storyteller Steve. Hell yeah, okay.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, little
I'm
juicy
gonna be
vampire game. Ooh,
fire.
that's interesting. That is cool.
All right.
All
In
right.
that case,
Yeah, we're
bye
outta here,
everyone.
man.
Normally, I'm gonna see you in the parking lot after this.
This has been fun. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you around. Check the
Oh
emails.
wow! Thank you, Wowzers,
Oh,
for the tip.
awesome. And this is good because we have a rev split on. So Taylor is getting half of it. So 50-50. So we were using it the way it's intended. That's awesome. Thank you, Wowzers.
Alright,
That's
I've
awesome.
got to go see two users
Alright.
outside real quick. So on that note, Anthony, I need you to cut the feed.
Well, I got real quick one last question from Silent Brad before we go. What's the best way to invite a Twitch streamer without sounding weird? We don't want people to leave Twitch and YouTube, and I think that's where a lot of platforms make it weird. It's like, I want you streaming on Kick and not Twitch, and there's some rivalry kind of wars going on there. Look, we don't want people, and nor do we expect people, to stop using the places that they're using. We just want them to try Moonbeam out. So it's not a binary choose us or else. It's, hey, we want you to just dip your toes in Moonbeam, check it out, and see what you think. And know that your feedback goes a long way here to help shape the platform. So again, I think the way to approach it is, it's not a choice of stopping their streams on Twitch or Kick or YouTube or whatever. It's, we're adding one other place. And I think the bet we're making is this place will just be a lot more awesome because you have it beyond just when your live stream is on, right? When it turns off the live stream, there's still a lot going on Moonbeam that you could do that the other platforms just simply cannot compete with. So yeah. All right, everybody. Peace out. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Later.